Hello, everyone, and welcome to Learning English Practical. My name is Jane, and I am so glad to have you here today. This channel is all about helping you improve your English in real and practical ways through everyday topics, natural conversations, and useful expressions. In today's episode, we are going to talk about creativity, what it means, why it is important, and how you can develop it in your daily life. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. You are listening to Learning English Practical with Jane, where learning English meets real life. As time keeps slipping away, I start to realize how fragile each moment is. Every morning isn't just another start. It's a small chance that slowly fades if I don't use it well. The minutes I waste on hesitation or fear are moments I'll never get back. I tell myself, if you want something, move now. Waiting for the perfect time only makes me lose the present. Life doesn't wait for me to be ready, it moves endlessly. So I try to live each day with purpose, to speak honestly, act bravely, and chase what truly matters. Because one day I'll look back and see that every little decision shaped who I became. Being present in the moment is not as simple as it sounds. My mind often wanders between the past that I cannot change and the future that has not yet arrived. But when I stop, breathe, and truly notice what is happening now, everything feels more real. The sound of the birds, the warmth of sunlight on my face, even the soft rhythm of my own heartbeat. These are things I often miss when I am lost in thought. Living in the present does not mean ignoring the future. It means building it from this exact second. When I listen carefully, speak sincerely, and act with awareness, I find a quiet kind of happiness. It is not loud or dramatic, but it is deep and honest. Each moment, no matter how small, carries a lesson if I am willing to see it. That is what being truly alive means. Sometimes life feels like it is moving too fast. Days pass by in a blur of tasks, responsibilities, and endless notifications. I wake up, go through my routine, work, respond to messages, and before I know it, the day is over. Yet, despite all the activity, there is often a quiet emptiness underneath. Being busy does not always mean being fulfilled. I have learned that true living requires attention, reflection, and small intentional choices. It is about noticing what makes me feel alive, what gives me peace, and what I truly care about. Even simple actions like taking a walk, writing a thought in my notebook, or speaking kindly to someone can make a difference. The key is to stop moving on autopilot and start making conscious decisions. When I slow down and listen to myself, I discover what really matters, and I can direct my energy toward what brings meaning and joy. Life is happening now, and I want to be present in it, not just pass through it. One of the biggest obstacles to living fully is fear. Fear of starting, fear of failing, fear of not being good enough. I have often caught myself thinking, I will begin when I feel ready, or I will do it someday. Yet that someday rarely comes. Life does not pause to give us the perfect moment. The truth is, starting is what builds confidence, not the other way around. Courage grows through action, not anticipation. I remind myself of the people I admire, those who changed their lives, followed their dreams, or created something meaningful. Most of them were scared at the beginning. They doubted themselves, felt unsure, and yet they moved forward anyway. That is what made all the difference. Waiting may feel safe. but it comes with a hidden cost. Time passes quietly, and years slip by before I even notice. In that waiting, opportunities are lost, lessons are missed, and dreams remain unfulfilled. I do not want to look back and realize I wasted my life hesitating. Instead, I choose to take small steps today. Send that email, write one sentence, take a walk, speak up, or show up. Every action, no matter how tiny, is a statement that I am ready to engage with life. Fear may still be present, but it no longer controls me. Moving forward, even imperfectly, is better than standing still and letting time pass by unnoticed. Let me share a story that has always stayed with me. There was once a man who dreamed of learning how to play the piano. He loved music, and he imagined himself sitting at a piano, letting his fingers move freely across the keys. Yet, he kept telling himself, "Not now. I am too old. It will take too long." Years passed, and the dream remained only in his mind. One day, he spoke to a friend about this wish. The friend asked, "How long will it take to learn?" The man thought for a moment and said, "Maybe 5 years." His friend smiled and asked a simple but powerful question. "And how old will you be in 5 years if you do not start today?" That question stayed with him. He realized that time would pass regardless of whether he acted or not. So he began, taking small steps each day to practice and learn. 5 years later, he could play the piano with joy. Not perfectly, but beautifully enough to feel alive and fulfilled. The lesson is clear. Waiting for the perfect moment is pointless because life continues to move forward. Every day we delay is a day we cannot get back. What matters is starting now, even in small ways, and trusting that progress will come with persistence. The act of beginning, no matter how timidly, is what turns dreams into reality and makes life feel meaningful. In modern life, it is easy to confuse being busy with truly living. We wake up, check our phones, rush through breakfast, attend meetings, answer messages, complete tasks, and before we know it, the day is over. On the surface, it seems like we are accomplishing a lot, but underneath, there is often a quiet emptiness. Being busy can hide feelings of disconnection, distraction, or avoidance. Sometimes I find myself filling every minute of the day simply to avoid facing uncomfortable truths or the silence that comes when I stop. The paradox is that the busier I am, the less present I feel. Life can become a constant motion, moving in circles without really touching what matters most. I have learned that the answers to important questions, what truly brings me joy, what gives me peace, what makes me feel alive, are not found in rushing or multitasking. They are discovered in the quiet moments, in stillness, and in reflection. It is in these small, intentional pauses that I reconnect with myself and understand what I really want. Rest is not laziness, and slowing down does not mean I am falling behind. Taking time to notice, reflect, and breathe is essential. The truth is, I was never meant to go through life on autopilot. I was built to feel, to experience, and to connect with each moment. When I choose to step away from constant busyness, even for a few minutes, I regain clarity and energy. I start to see life more fully and act with purpose rather than just responding to the endless demands around me. True living is not measured by how much I do, but by how present I am with what I choose to do. Nature teaches us a lot about patience and rhythm. A tree does not rush to grow. nor does it panic when the seasons change. It simply responds to its environment with stillness, patience, and trust. It grows slowly but deeply, developing strength and resilience over time. I remind myself that I also have a natural rhythm, but it is hard to hear when life feels so noisy and busy. Constant activity can drown out the quiet voice inside, the one that knows what truly matters. Slowing down does not mean that I am falling behind, and resting does not mean that I am lazy. Choosing not to take on one more task does not show weakness, it shows intention. By embracing calm and stillness, I reconnect with my values, my passions, and my purpose. Even if the world around me rushes, I can cultivate peace and clarity within. In these quiet moments, I discover the energy and direction to move forward with meaning rather than simply drifting through life without awareness. One practice that has always inspired me comes from Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple. Every morning, he would look in the mirror and ask himself a simple yet powerful question. If today were the last day of my life, would I want to do what I am about to do today? This question might feel intense at first, but its purpose is not to scare or stress us. It is meant to awaken awareness, to help us stop living on autopilot and start making choices that truly matter. When we ask ourselves this question, we begin to see the small ways we settle into routines without thinking. We notice the meetings we attend out of habit, the endless scrolling on our phones, and the things we delay because we believe we are not ready. Life does not wait for us to feel perfect or confident. Every day is an opportunity to align our actions with what we value most. I encourage you to try this practice for yourself. Tomorrow morning, stand in front of a mirror or close your eyes and ask gently, if today were my last day, would I want to live it this way? Do not judge your answer. Simply observe it. If it is yes, celebrate that you are on a path that feels meaningful. If it is not, pause, reflect, and think about one small action you can take to make today feel more like your own. Over time, these small, conscious choices accumulate, shaping a life that is more present, intentional, and true to who you really are. Small changes have the power to transform our lives more than we often realize. It is not necessary to make huge, dramatic shifts all at once. Sometimes, a tiny action is enough to set a new direction. Writing a single, honest sentence in a notebook, taking a short walk instead of checking the phone, or speaking kindly to oneself can create a ripple effect that changes how the day unfolds. These small acts build awareness and help us reconnect with what truly matters. By focusing on little steps, I can live with more intention and presence. Life becomes richer when I notice the beauty around me, appreciate simple moments, and choose to act in alignment with my values. Every small decision to pause, reflect, or act consciously strengthens the connection between my actions and my purpose. Over time, these tiny adjustments accumulate, leading to meaningful growth and fulfillment. The secret is consistency, not perfection. Each small, thoughtful choice is a way to reclaim life from autopilot and step fully into the present, where true living begins. Living intentionally does not mean that every day must be extraordinary. It means being present in the ordinary moments, choosing awareness over autopilot, and valuing the time that we already have. Each day offers countless opportunities to notice, to feel, and to act with purpose. the way I speak to myself, the way I interact with others, and the small choices I make all add up to a life that is meaningful. Even simple acts like sending a message to someone I care about, preparing a healthy meal for myself, or spending a few minutes reflecting quietly are ways of saying, "This matters to me, and I will not delay it." I invite you to begin today, not waiting for tomorrow, not waiting for the perfect conditions. Start with one small step that aligns with your values and intentions. It could be anything: a thought, an action, or a moment of stillness. Life is not about perfection or grand gestures. It is about presence, awareness, and genuine effort. When we begin to live in this way, even ordinary days become full of meaning. Remember, you are not behind, and it is never too late to start again. Each step you take, no matter how small, is a choice to live fully. Take a deep breath, place your hand over your heart, and remind yourself, this is my life. I will live it with awareness and care. By making this quiet decision today, you are already on the path to a more intentional, fulfilling life. It is never too late to begin again, and the most powerful way to do so is with love and awareness. Life does not wait for us to feel ready, and no one can give us permission to live fully except ourselves. By choosing to act with intention today, even in small ways, we honor our time and our own growth. It could be as simple as speaking kindly to yourself, taking a quiet walk, or writing down what you truly want. Each conscious choice is a step toward reclaiming your life from routine and distraction. Love for yourself and awareness of the present moment are the keys. When we act from these, life begins to feel richer, deeper, and more meaningful. And we rediscover the strength and clarity we already carry inside. Thank you for spending this time with me today on Learning English Practical. I hope this episode has inspired you to pause, reflect, and take small steps toward living more intentionally. Remember, every day offers the chance to reconnect with what truly matters and to act with purpose, even in the smallest ways. Life is not about perfection, but about presence, awareness, and choosing to show up fully for yourself. If you found this episode helpful, please give it a like and consider subscribing to Learning English Practical so you do not miss future lessons that will help you improve your English while discovering practical ways to live better. Make sure to check out our other videos, where we explore useful expressions, real-life conversations, and tips to grow your English confidently. Always remember, you are capable of more than you realize. Each small action, each thoughtful choice brings you closer to a life that feels truly yours. Stay motivated, stay present, and never stop learning. I will see you in the next episode, and together we will continue this journey of growth, English learning, and living fully.